welcome back to Unchartered. This time we're going to be making our way from Boston to Cape Cod. Our journey begins in Boston as we continue our way chasing after blitzing bass, all the while competing amongst ourselves for a $1,000 charitable donation on behalf of Mercury Marine and Ketchco. Over the next few days, we'll be immersing ourselves in the East Coast culture while filming and capturing the whole story for all of you at home.
Oh my gosh, good one. Oh my God, giant. Let's go! Woo! Welcome to Boston, baby!
Lock down and get ready for another episode of Unchartered. Well guys, welcome back to Unchartered. This time we are in Boston fishing this gorgeous river, Charles River. We've got a different crew with us though this time. We've got Juan B, Matt S, and then also John B, of course. So we are going to get day number one kicked off fishing for some fish that I guess we don't really know we're going to catch. There's smallmouth in here, largemouth, striped bass, maybe the potential pike. Charles River is kind of a sleeper spot. It's like right in the heart of downtown Boston. It's probably one of the most urban places you can fish in New England. And we figured we'd get day number one kicked off by doing some city limit bass fishing. So stick with us, stay tuned. Let's get after it. So for those of you guys who are new to the whole Uncharted series, this is kind of how the point system works. Each day we are faced with a challenge and we have to rack up as many points as we possibly can. The person with the most points at the end of the series gets to donate $1,000 on behalf of Ketchco and Mercury Marine to a charity of their choice. So this is cool. We're fishing for a cause this trip, as we always do on these Uncharted series. And for day one, we have, it seems, a fishing challenge, and then also, seeing as we're in the home of the New England Patriots, it would only be fitting to do a little pigskin football challenge. This right here's the point system. For the first fish, you get 25 points. For the largest fish, you get 50 points. For the most fish, you get 75 points. And for each species that you catch, you get 50 per specimen. So it seems as if you really want to Leo Shang this here and rack up as many species as you possibly can. Here's the real kicker. The person with the least amount of points at the end of the day has to participate in a punishment. So in these challenges, we have a winner and a loser. So someone today is going to have to do something probably pretty awkward or uncomfortable.
Not me.
Not you? Okay, well, it's not going to be me. So Matt, you're next in line.
I'm excited to get on some of these fish here. The water looks really good, super clear. Fall is here. I mean, they should be eaten. Hopefully our fearless leader and guide for the Northeast up here can put us on some fish. These guys don't really know what they got themselves in for later because we have a football challenge. I mean, look at me.
Right now I'm throwing the Exo Swim with the Bio Spawn brand. It's really nice. Kind of like a bluegill imitation. So I got this rig up on this rod, and then I have just like a little tiny Exo Swim with the lighter weight on the other rod, just in case we need to go shallow. But yeah, I'm excited. Boston for the first time, fishing for smallmouth. I don't get to do smallmouth back home, so I'm excited about that. And I never caught a pike either, so there might be a lot of firsts for me on this trip.
What is that fish?
Oh yeah.
No way.
First cast. Nope, I changed it. I just switched it. Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
There we go.
You gonna get him in, or you gonna...
Yeah, I will.
Oh, nice.
Woo, first fish. Oh yeah, and 50 points right there. Exo Swim. I just switched this to this Exo Swim. First cast. Look at that. Fatty. He got some pretty color too.
Is it pumpkin spice latte color? Or
Yeah.
What is that?
Pumpkin spice latte. 50 points. That's what I got. It's 50 points, right?
Yeah. Yep, most and first.
Yeah, most and first
And biggest.
and biggest. So right now I'm like 1,000 points right now with that fish. Crazy. We're getting there. We're discovering as we go. This is Unchartered, so we have absolutely no idea. I mean, John fished. How many times you fished this river before? Would you say?
This is probably my fourth time fishing this river.
So fourth time. I never fished it. Matt never fished it. So we're discovering this, river as we go. Kind of changing stuff, changing bait, changing size. We just move. We just moved from that side to this side, and now we're moving to that side again.
Yeah,
So
then I'm probably gonna move back to that side in like 2 seconds.
So that's what you gotta do when you come to a brand new body of water. Just kind of keep switching until something happens.
There's got to be something up here. We're not gonna catch a ton, but we're gonna catch something. Feel it. Feels it. Yeah. There's one. Come on, good one. Good fish.
Oh, that's a
Good fish. Good fish. Good fish. In the shallows. Oh boy. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. That is a good fish. Oh my gosh.
You got her?
Yeah, I got her. No, I got her. Oh boy. Oh boy. That is a good one. Oh boy. Yes, sir. Let's go. Come on. Come here. Come here.
Oh,
That is a stud. Are you kidding me? Let's go. Woo! That right there is an urban Boston bass. We've come to the very last dam of the Charles River. Right there is the very last point in which fish can move up and progress upstream. And that is a beautiful fish. This was kind of a risky run. We didn't know if this was going to work out because it's just, I mean, as you can see, the river's gotten really skinny. It's almost a creek at this point. And yeah, it panned out. Nice chunky fish on the 4/0 stickies worm hook and a Guggen Baits lunker log in cinnamon, my favorite color ever. That is a gorgeous bass. Hell yeah.
wow.
Skinny water. I can't. That's so cool, man. I'm jazzed. I'm stoked.
You see the cars passing by like literally like 20 yards from us. Like this is urban fishing at its best. That was a nice fish. Needless to say, I think John B got the biggest fish points. That was what, like a 4? 3? 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
That was
3.
big for a creek bass.
Yeah, exactly. It was definitely bigger than mine, so he got those points.
All right, well, I'm following John B's lead here. I'm basically the only one who hasn't caught a fish. I'm gonna go with a weightless worm. I'm gonna throw it with one of these 3/0 stickies offset worm hooks. Really good, sharp hooks. Gonna hopefully catch me my first fish of the day.
So we really want to get a full taste of this river. That's basically why we launched so far up, and that is exactly where we caught the biggest fish of the day. That's where at least this portion of the river starts. It's the very first dam in the Charles River, if you want to talk about going from upstream down. And now we're making our way towards the Atlantic Ocean and eventually downtown Boston. So we want to get the full spectrum, the full taste of this river. And the cool thing is, the farther we move down, the better chance we have of catching some bigger largemouth and potentially a striped bass. But again, that's pretty rare. So we're just gonna fish kind of the stuff that looks good, hit that, and then like slowly but surely make our way towards the end point, that being Boston.
The scenery is just beautiful. So this downtown Boston right now? Okay. Yeah, it's super nice. I mean, who would have thought fishing like in front of people there, buildings everywhere. It's nice. Never done this before. It kind of make you feel like kind of make you feel you have expectators, you know? You know, like, if you catch one, you go like, yeah, look, you know? Show it to them. Whoa, whoa, there we go. Oh, there we go.
What is it?
Yeah, baby.
Oh,
Ew, dark that bass is.
Nice. Now you gotta do it. You gotta show it to all of everybody. You got. Nice job,
Did you see
dude.
the guy up in the truck? So that was a pretty funny catch actually, because I casted this shaky head up under this branch and I got it tangled up in the branches, so it was just sitting there for quite some time, and I finally got it out. And I realized my line was probably 10 feet to the left. It's my first fish of the trip right there. Look how dark this fish is. I mean, he looks a little questionable. Very, very dark. Florida fish. Looks like a Florida fish, excuse me. Awesome. That was atrocious. Cool fish. We've been out, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours fishing all over the Charles River. I love fishing in the city. It's something that I do a lot back home. It reminds me of home. Very similar to like the upper parts of the Potomac River. You know, you're fishing when people are walking by, driving by, going to work, coming from work, at work. It's a good feeling. And to be able to catch fish in the middle of a city is just, it's a different vibe than being out in the middle of nowhere. It's very cool.
Yo, you guys want coffee?
Yeah, for sure.
This is one of the biggest perks about fishing downtown. Is if you're hungry, you're thirsty, maybe you want a quick nap, walk the dog or something like that, you've got literally everything right here. So we're gonna take a quick coffee break because none of us had our coffee this morning and we woke up pretty early. Thankfully there's, I think, an estimated 300 Dunkin Donuts in the city of Boston. So we're gonna go to that very one right there, grab some coffee, get back to fishing. We need that fuel to keep going. All right, I'll be right back, boys. Let me get that joke.
He's giving us a little advantage. He's buying coffee, so we're gonna go ahead and keep fishing because we need to win this challenge. Any little advantage we can take, we're gonna take it. So let's do it.
Got the donkeys. Got the donkeys.
Hey, John, I got one, he got one while you were gone. Yeah, smallmouth. Playing the mind game, see? Mind game. Poor guy, we make him get our coffees and now we're giving him a hard time.
Boys,
Thanks,
Kopi!
man.
Got that donkeys on lock. All right, let's go catch some more fish.
Thank you, thank you.
It isn't a Boston mission without some Dunkin Donuts.
Cheers.
Here.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. There we go. I'm on. Got one.
No.
Fish on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, he's on.
I got one.
Kidding me?
Yes.
Crankbait?
Yep. Crankbait.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
It's a good one. Whee! Let's go! That's what I'm talking about. What's up, man? How's it going? Dude, that guy's a viewer. That's hilarious. That right there is my second fish of the day on none other than on the Guggen Squad Banger. That's fish number 2 for me. Looking real good. Nice, fat, chunky largemouth. That's epic. Yeah, those 2 casts of that crankbait. It's a good sign. Woo! You boys better watch out. Coming for you.
Those.
Crankbait largies. Did you have one? There we go, I'm on. Oh, another largemouth, another good largemouth, barely hooked. Barely hooked. Woo, let's go. Another good largie. Hell yeah. It's been a while since I've been on a solid crankbait moving bait bite, and this feels pretty good to get these fish snappy. I think now that the sun's coming out and it's warmed up, these fish are a little bit more aggressive, and that's why we got them eating the banger. Yes, that feels good. Oh my gosh, good one. Oh my god, giant, 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 giant. Giant, giant, giant. Let's go! Woo! Welcome to Boston, baby. This is Uncharted. Yes, let's go, dude. That's a tank. Oh man, dude, I did not think we were gonna have a day like today. Boston showing out with the big LMBs. Caught one all the way up the river, and then now all the way down. That's like 5 pounds. That is a stud. I've not caught a bass this big in a while. I've been so heavy on the saltwater game.
Dude, look how pretty that thing is.
That is a joke.
I bet she's eating all those perch that they find.
Yeah, bro, she's probably crunching yellow and white perch. Oh my god, that is a chunk. Well, as if the day couldn't get any better. The weather's beautiful. I just filled my stomach full of donuts and cappuccino, and I'm feeling great. Then to top it all off, 5 pound largemouth, my biggest New England fish of all time. Cranked it. Unreal. There you go. He's on. Dude, the pilings. Absolute money.
I felt the bite and I was gonna give it a really nice hook set, and then I remember I only had 12-pound test line, so then I was like, never mind. So I just kind of lift her up. Here we go, little one. Number 2. So throughout this whole trip, throughout this whole Unchartered trip, we're fishing not only for points and challenges and bragging rights, but Mercury and Catchco are donating $1,000 to a charity of our choice. So for this trip, I'm gonna be fishing for the Wild Care Cape Cod organization. Their mission is to help sick, injured, and orphan animals and wildlife, and through educational programs, reduce the impact of human activity on wild animals in their native habitat. For more information, you guys can check out the link. We're gonna leave the link there for you guys to check and donate to this awesome organization. And you guys will be hearing about these other 2 charities that Matt and John B are competing for in this whole series.
During this series, I'm going to be competing for Fishing with Warriors.
I'm competing for Boston Firefighters Burn Association. All right, well, the fishing portion of the day is winding down to an end. My points are extremely low. These boys are smoking me today, but it's not over yet because we still have another challenge coming your way, which I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna go for me at this point, but we'll see what happens.
Well, gang, that is a wrap. We caught some pretty good fish from the Charles River. I don't get to fish much, a river that these guys have never fished before, and I feel like we did a dang good job at catching some urban bass. But the Uncharted mission continues. We now have to find a place to do this football challenge. I don't really know what that entails. I think there's some rules we have to read. But even though the fishing portion of the challenge is done, we now have to toss around the pigskin. So, seeing as we're in the home of the New England Patriots Super Bowl champions, it would only be fitting to do a little football challenge.
Every time we hang out with the Googans, they want to play football. I don't understand.
Set, All right, here we are. The second challenge to day number 1 in Uncharted. This challenge involves this right here. Each of us are gonna get 3 chances to receive. The person who catches the most balls gets 100 points. And after this challenge, we get to celebrate by checking out some good eats in downtown Boston. Might grab some cannolis, might grab some pizza, I don't know. But first and foremost, let's get part 2 challenge underway and start tossing. All right, Juan, you're up first. You ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Set.
You turn around, D.
Left.
Okay, okay, you're left, okay.
Set right.
Juan's got the heat right now. He's got 2 points, got 1 pass left. If you get this, then someone's got to tie you.
Yeah.
Because that means you okay, wow, this is, should I just like purposely like.
Yeah, miss it.
Yeah, purposely miss, all right.
Nah, don't
Try
do that, man,
Okay,
come on.
what do you want to do now?
Okay, so
That's good.
same route, but I'm gonna turn to the other
Oh,
side.
all right, for sure. All right, we got this.
Set right. Oh, that was a perfect throw, dude.
Juan blew his lead, 2 catches, which is pretty good, honestly. Now it's SP's turn. I'm throwing. What do you want to run? What's the route?
You call it, obviously.
Okay,
because
okay.
It was pretty damn good last time. I'm too slow. Football's not my forte.
Set, hey.
Football's not my strong.
Murmuring.
You guys saw that?
My lips.
Skills. Here you go, your turn. I'm defending John.
You're defending me?
Yeah, oh yeah. You're going that way. He's going that way. He's going that way. I know. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hype. Hype.
Well, Juan is the reigning champion of the afternoon football challenge. He got a pick, which would have been a pick 6 if he just kept going, and then he caught 2 passes. So it appears, Juan, come here, 100 points.
100 points.
Even though you didn't catch the most fish today, you did catch the most passes. So
I know.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Killed it.
Thank you. It was fun.
Good day fishing too, by the way, boys.
Hell yeah.
Can't forget about the fact we just fished, so that was pretty dope. Anyway, I think from here, we are going to take it easy, explore Boston, try out some good food, maybe get some dessert. I don't know. We've got a lot of this city left to kind of get into, so we're not gonna waste a further moment. I'll meet you guys on the scene. Honestly, one of the biggest parts about this series is not only fishing and doing kind of like random challenges, but it's also exploring new territory. I didn't grow up in Boston. I'm definitely not from the East Coast. And these guys too, this is like new territory for them. So getting a chance to go downtown and try something completely new aside from fishing is pretty exciting. So we're gonna go head towards the North End, which is one thing that is pretty well known to do in Boston. It's basically the place where you can get some of the best Italian fare. So I don't know, we might get pizza, cannolis, just try it out. I'm actually Italian, so I'm really pumped for this. And we haven't eaten anything all day. All we had was that coffee and Dunkin Donuts, so this is gonna be huge, big moment for us. So we'll meet you there. Right now we're at Mike's Pastries. This is the legendary Italian bakery that everyone goes to when they visit the North End. This is personally one of my favorite spots to get a good dessert. You got the option to get tiramisu, you can get Italian cookies, there's pies here. Today we are getting the one and only cannoli. So we're gonna try out a few cannolis. I've picked a few for the boys to try and we are going to dig in. Oh, that's it, thank you. So today we've got some dessert from Mike's Pastries. We got some cannolis that we're gonna try. I just realized we've eaten nothing today but pastries, donuts in the morning, now more pastries in the evening. But this is good, this is really good stuff. Also, we picked up a ricotta pie. We were looking for Boston cream, but ricotta cheese will be just as good. And this is going to go on one of our faces, the loser's face. So we're gonna eat this and then smash this into someone's face. So let's just eat these to begin with. All right, there you go.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna nurture these cannolis
Much
through
needed.
thick and thin, through hard times. You know, just tender sweet love. All right, so that one is Florentine. All right, this one's espresso. Who likes espresso? You want this one?
I'll take it.
Espresso. This one is chocolate chip ricotta. Sure. This one right here is amaretto. So let's try it out. Wow, these are
You
cute.
want to switch?
Yeah, you want to switch?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Matt? Do you want this one?
No, I'm good with this.
Sure,
I'm
okay,
good with the espresso.
All right. Dig in, boys. Cheers.
Cheers.
To Uncharted.
First day.
Uncharted, day number 1.
Holy. That is ridiculous. I've had these once before, but I don't remember it being this good. Oh my god. That was so low. Are you going to talk about points, Wes?
We are wrapping up the day with some nice cannolis. But before we wrap the day, we need to count the points for today's challenge. We know that I won the challenge for the football.
Yeah.
What about the
which is
fishing?
100 points.
100 points for the
Yeah,
fishing, yeah.
Whatever. So my boy Juan had 75 points before going to the football challenge, but he won, got an interception and caught 2, so he got an extra 100 points. So the final score for today was
175.
175 to you, 175 to me, and Matt, unfortunately,
Coming in short,
has
as usual.
50 points. So this was today's kind of punishment. Each day we have a punishment that we have to do for the loser at the end of the day. Today's punishment was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
It was to get hit in the face with a Boston cream pie. We went to Mike's. Their specialty is ricotta. So instead of Boston cream, we did a ricotta pie, which is a little more dense. It's kind of like a sleep number, but it's like no, what's it? It's like memory foam. That's what it is. Yeah. So here we go, dude. It's heavy, bro. It's not light. It's not.
See this.
Let me see.
Bro.
Dude, that's hard. You're gonna bruise him up.
Oh man, just do it.
Just do
Just do it.
Let me take
Get
it.
it
What are you doing? Don't eat it.
I'll take it
Put it
first.
in my face.
All right, ready? Just kind of lean into it. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, go.
Dude, it didn't even work. We're making a mess out here.
Bro, all the powdered sugar that she put on the pie is now on your face. You really do not eat that one.
All right, you guys, that's where we're going to be wrapping up day 1 of Uncharted Cape Cod. We really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We have a bunch of awesome stuff coming your way. I need to go clean this pie off my face. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.